Guys, welcome. I'm going to do a quick run through on my two-way radio setup. I have three different types of radios here. I have a Midland two-way radio, a smaller Baofeng radio, and I have several Baofeng UV-5Rs. I originally started out with the Midland, and come to find out when I bought it, we came home, charged the battery up, and everybody else in the neighborhood had one. So I go, oh, well, I need to go get a different radio. So I ended up going and buying a Baofeng, a little small handheld here, and got it charged. I got home and found out everybody in the neighborhood has one. So I kind of got to the realization that everybody's going to have these type of radios. They use them for work, businesses, air conditioner guys, whatever, that drive around the neighborhood, plumbers, little kids playing in their backyard. You were hearing everybody on there. So I ended up trying to do some research to find a radio that would suit my needs, fit my mission. And I came up with this. It's still a Baofeng. It's the Baofeng UV-5R. It's a programmable radio to where these aren't their fixed frequencies. What you get on here, the 8 to 10 frequencies they give you, that's what you get. You don't get anything else. You can't change them. You can change channels, but you can't change the frequencies themselves. They're built in. This here is it's a ham radio. You can actually get if you have a license and you're certified, you can get on here and you can talk on repeaters, and you can talk as far as the repeaters will take you if you know how to use them. That's not what I'm using them for, but that is part of my emergency plan. But I have these, being that they're programmable, I was able to find the frequencies out for these other two radios, and I programmed all my UV-5Rs to have those. So now I have like 18 channels on one radio, which these are legal to use at any time, and I had that on one radio. And these also can be programmed, and I have them where I can pick up my local highway patrol, my sheriffs, my local police, the fire department. I have ambulance services. That way, if something were to happen, if there were a natural disaster, a man-made disaster, we lost the internet, we lost cell phones, you didn't have a landline, I still have a way to communicate with people, and I also have something else that's even more valuable. I have a way to get information, right? And who better to get it from than law enforcement? What's going on in your neighborhood? You know, is there an explosion over here? Why? You know, where are they gathering at? So this is my UV-5R is my go-to radio. These other ones I still am going to keep. If I were to run into something, I would give one of these to a neighbor down the street. You know, and I'd find central areas of people I know. I wouldn't cluster them up. I'd want to have a guy that, hey, a quarter mile over here that I know, I'm going to go give him one of these. Hey, when there's something wrong, give me a call. You know, and vice versa. Maybe we'll do a radio check at certain times of the day on certain channels. That way, we can communicate with one another, right? Make a good code talk as well. The way we knew what we were talking about, nobody else that they were listening in. So, as far as everything right now, the UV-5R is my main radio. They're a nice radio. They're all right. They're not a waterproof radio by any means. They're a low budget radio. I think they're $30 to $40 depending on where you get them. On this setup right here, the way it is, comes with this smaller battery, all right? But I've upgraded it and went with the bigger battery to extend my runtime, and I can get well over 24 hours with this battery, with not a whole heavy use, but still 24 hours is pretty good compared to maybe 13, 14 if you're lucky. So I went with the bigger one, and the nice thing about going with the bigger battery is it gives you more to hold on to, right? It makes it feel better. It feels better in the grip. It just feels more natural to have a bigger radio. They also come with different antennas, and you see here you got two hard antennas. They're flexible, but they're different sizes, right? A little bit. The bigger antenna, the more powerful antenna, the better you're going to get. Here I have one that has you can see it on there, has a whip antenna, right? It's not the greatest antenna in the world, but it's a whip antenna. And then I have these here. They're a flexible, like a military-style antenna. They'll fold up. And I've had pretty good luck with these. I get a pretty decent range out of them. I'm getting, these are also, I guess for you to know, all three of these radios, they would be what you call a line of sight. You're not going to be able to talk to somebody on the other side of the mountain. This you can if you use the repeaters, if you use the ham radio, but just as far as a two-way radio, no, you're not going to do it. So if you're not in line of sight, or you have too many buildings in the way, or trees or something like that, rocks, it's going to distort your reception on both ends. So I've run in with this, and I like it because it's versatile. I can fold it up and still not be that much bigger than this other antenna. And then if need to be, if I'm on the outside of my range, I can let it out and I can get it maybe another 100 feet, 200 feet. You know, that might be the difference of talking to somebody, not talking to someone. They're a pretty nice radio. Again, you can upgrade and do a lot of stuff with them. As far as like the mics, you can get radio pouches for them. Here's a little Baofeng here. You can put, instead of doing the push to talk on the side, right? You could put this on and put it on your shirt, and you could have right here, just like you see security guards at Walmart or law enforcement. You can have it right here, and you can talk to somebody. So you have that angle to use. I have another one here. You can plug into the radio, just like you see the old military ones, and you turn it into a phone, right? You can have a more quiet conversations. No, but people around you aren't going to hear you. You're going to be able to have a more direct call without any sounds messing up on either end. And this is okay. It's not the greatest one in the world, but it's not too bad. Have a headset, right? It's like you would see at McDonald's, the drive-through, and it plugs into the radio, and it has it's a push-to-talk right here, and it has a microphone on the top here, or right here. So this is another way to go if you wanted to put this over your head and have the speaker go straight to your ear and your push-to-talk. I have throat mics, which are at this time are probably my top pick. They're nice because you don't get distorted if you have two radios together. And you're in too close of a range, you'll get distortion. You'll get feedback, and just mess up the reception on both ends. Right? They're not going to hear what you got to say, and you're not, what you're saying is not going to get to somebody, and it's just going to mess up the whole deal. But it has a little deal you put in your ear, and this would go around your throat. Right? And you'd want it to fit tight. It needs to be on both sides of your Adam's apple. Right? I like these. These are nice. You can whisper. Someone can hear you on the other end, and you can actually talk really low, and they can hear what you're saying on the other end. And you'd have this push to talk right here, PTT, and you could Velcro it. It's got a Velcro clip on the back. You can attach it to your shirt. You know what I mean? Your plate carrier, your pocket, whatever. These are nice. I like this. This is one of my go-tos, and it just plugs into the side of the radio. Side here, you got the port here. You just plug these into. Right there. Now there's a second throat mic that I have, and this is my go-to. This is one I depending on my mission or what I need, this would be especially like a night mission, or if you needed to be quiet, you needed to be as quiet as possible. This would be my go-to. It has a different throat mic on it. It's more of a spring-loaded. Again, this would have to fit on both sides of your Adam's apple. Same setup here. You have your little earbud for your feedback for your speaker. You still have your push to talk. Right? It's right here. It's big. It's got the clip on the back. Attach it to your plate carrier. Still has the push to talk right here. But it has a second feature on the push to talk that I love, and it's if you would be holding a firearm, or you could still keep your weapon in your hand, and it's a second push to talk. It's right here. This little thing right here. It's meant to go on top of your finger. Put it on top of my finger. I put it on the inside. Right there. And I can hold my firearm or anything I'm holding. Right? And all I got to do is simply push down my finger. And I have my push to talk. I'm able to open up my microphone and send out a message. Right? And that makes it so nice because if you're holding a firearm, you can keep your finger right on the side of it. You can keep your eyes on your target or your eyes on your mission, and you're not giving somebody an opportunity to jump you if you're looking down or if you're looking for your microphone or your push to talk on your chest. So this is my main go-to. This would be usually what I would wear. There's another set here. It's a headset. These are nice as well. These are these give you 3 features. It also has the plug that you plug into your radio. You have your headset, right? So now you're getting hearing protection with these, right? From any loud sound like a firearm. These are gelled, so they fit on the side of your head really nice. They don't get you all uncomfortable, make you sweat even more. You have your microphone, right? Push to talk, right here. And it comes apart, so you can separate your push to talk and your headset. Plug them in. So you got your hearing protection. You got your 2-way radio function where you got a microphone and a speaker in each ear. And it also comes with, on the outside, if you see these 2 black dots here, those are microphones. And what that does is you have a setting here on the sides you can adjust to enhance the sounds that you're hearing outside. So this is going to cover your ears and it's going to take away a little bit of your sense of hearing, right? It's going to dampen sounds out there. This picks it up, and with this, I hear way better. And I don't have bad hearing, but I hear way better with this on than without it. You can pick up people's conversations. Somebody walking on sticks, twigs. I mean, it's gonna intensify your hearing tremendously. And the great thing about this is, if you have a firearm and you shoot it, it's not gonna intensify that sound from the gun going off. What it's gonna do, it's gonna shut off. It's gonna momentarily, it senses that loud sound and it shuts off to where it doesn't feed back to you and into your hearing, right, back into your speaker. So this is a really nice little setup, and you can wear this right over your head, wear it over your ball cap. Like my family, I got a family member that's going to wear it, and they'll wear it under their helmet, right? They'll wear it under here, and it's comfortable. These helmets, it's a Mitch helmet from the military. They got the sides on here that are made for the side of the headset to fit under there. So they'll be able to wear that. They'll have a microphone. They'll have hearing protection, and they'll also be able to enhance their hearing as well with the 2-way setup. Now, what I run both capabilities. I have this throat mic that has the push to talk on the chest and the push to talk on the finger. But I can also, with this helmet here, it's what's called a fast helmet. I'm able to, it has the sides cut out. I'm able to wear my hearing on the sides, right? And so I still have that same function. I still have my hearing protection. I still have my 2-way radio, and I also have the sound enhancement, right? And it plugs in. So what I have mine to plug into is my chest protector, or my plate carrier, right? And what I've done is I've incorporated these 3 items. I've added a wire, a connection here to fit my radio. I've added the flip antenna on the back of my plate carrier. two-way push-to-talk. And so I already have these three set up on my plate carrier to make it easier for me if I ever needed to grab it and go, right? So these, it's already pre-wired, and if you look here on my plate carrier, here's my push-to-talk. I have it right here, and I have it, the wire coming off it webbed through my IFAC. So I have it where it webs through, comes back through the side of my plate carrier, over here to my radio pouch. Inside, I have my UV-5R. Right? I can set it on my whatever channels I need to at the time that we're going to run. And then on the top here, that comes in on the side, that's to my push-to-talk. On the top, I have my antenna cable. Right? This cable here. And so I have that cable, and it runs around to the back of the plate carrier, and it webs through here. I don't have it connected here because I don't want to get it broke. But here's my antenna. Here's my flip antenna right here. Right? I got a shorter one here, so because they buy them a different size. I didn't want it sticking up too high, so I bought one that fit my plate carrier. And so I webbed it in there, and now I have my antenna on the back of my plate carrier. Right? I'm not going to have to worry about my antenna grabbing anything. It's protected. It's covered. My wires are all ran through the webbing. It's nothing's going to get snagged or hit anything. So it's going to it makes it a cleaner look. And then all I need to do with this helmet, right, is when I need to run it, put it on, set my headset around my head, and plug it in. Right? And then when I need to talk to somebody, all I have to do is hit my push-to-talk, right here. Now this doesn't come with the push-to-talk on the finger, but I can always, anytime I want, depending on my mission, I can add this on here, and I can leave my hearing on here, right? I don't need to take this off my helmet. I can leave these on the arc rail, and then my little earbud can go right underneath the pad, and now I have my stealthier communication setup. And I still have my hearing protection, and I could still run the microphone over here, the sound intensifier. I could still run that. So that gives me a good option. So you're also going to need ways to charge them. They usually come with chargers on their own, right? Little, 110 chargers. I went ahead and I bought some to fit the radios that I have, to where you can plug them in your car, right? So I can put this in my cigarette lighter in my car. I can plug this into my radio, and keep it charged, right? Just keep everything going. If I'm on the move, I can still keep my radio charged. That would work. Sorry, that would work. You plug this into the charging cradle. You put that into the cigarette lighter, and then you drop your radio in. So I'm going to need this no matter what. I'm always going to need this for this radio. I'm always going to need this charging cradle, but it's versatile. I can use 110, or I can use a cigarette lighter out of my car. There's one more antenna that I have. I'm able to take my antenna off the radio. Screw this into the top of the radio, and I can run this. It has a long cable. I can run this little antenna. It's magnetized, and I can sit on top of the roof of my car. So I'll be able to get a little bit better frequency if I was on the road, right, driving. I'll be able to pick up a better sound. It's not the biggest antenna in the world, but it's better than nothing, right? It's going to be outside the car. I've tried it, and I do get a better reception with it outside than I do with the standard antenna inside the car. I'll probably do another video later on. I came up with like code words to use and scenarios that way, because like I said, with these radios here, people have them. Even though I got them programmed on the one, people have these radios. So you don't want no one to listen in on your conversation and know what you're saying. It's all right to listen in on theirs because you can gain intel, and maybe they're getting ready to bust into your house or whatnot. So it's a good way to have communication. There's not a lot of money in these radios. You can get these. I haven't looked at. You buy these on Amazon all day long. They're cheap. If you don't want to get these, get some of these. They're a good little radio to have. It's something, right? They work, and in an emergency situation, you might need to be able to reach out to somebody that has one that you don't know about, and they might be able to help you. Last thing, in my next video I'll probably do later on with my two-way radio communications, I was going to add drones in it, right? That to use this to be part of my communication, to be part of my reconnaissance. If I was out on the move, somebody could be sitting back at base watching me and talking to me on the radio, let me know what's going on. So hopefully I'll do a video on that soon on how I intend to use that with my incorporating radios with drones. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you for watching this video. As always, be prepared, be the solution. Carry on.